Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Friday, January the 12th, 2024. Friday, January the 12th. I have to apologize to all of you. Look, I didn't realize yesterday's video was set to unlisted. I looked up and I said, why does that video only have 31 views? When that's normally the comments, right? Two comments. And I looked and it was on unlisted. So everybody get caught up on Thursday's video, then watch this video. And oh my goodness, I'm comment your hearts out. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I already know I can't read all those comments, but we got some good comments that I know is gonna happen because some good stuff happened. So wow, General Hospital, okay, they did the darn thing this week. So let's get on to what's happening. What's happening today? I think Sonny's off his medication because he absolutely is not thinking right. He's not thinking right at all. Okay. He had Dex come, and Dex looking good in that suit. Man, Dex. Okay. He had Frank frisk the office for bugs. And then he had him do Dex. And Dex is kind of looking like, what's happening, right? So Sonny says, come on in, Dex. I need to talk to you about something. And he proceeds to say, now this is going to be a test of your loyalty. You say you want to move up. Say you ready for more responsibility in the organization? Yeah, boss. Yeah. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take Cyrus Renault out. And Dex is like, excuse me, boss? And Sonny, the look in his eyes, right? The look in his eyes right there, right there. Wait, goodness, where's this at? Right there, right there. Is something's not right. He's not thinking straight. He said the hospital can be a dangerous place, right? Anything can happen in a hospital. And so Dex says, boss, he goes, look, I could tell you got something to say. You got something to say it now. And he goes, boss, I'm paid to protect you and to even point out potential dangers. He says, if Cyrus Renault ends up dead, killed in the hospital, uh, they're going to point the finger right at you. You are already going to have to face charges because of beating him. If he turns up dead, boss, they're going to really come after you. He said, for one thing, nobody was at that church. It's my word against Cyrus's word. He says, Dex says, but also the physical evidence, boss, your knuckles. He said, circumstantial. And I thought about it and I said, look, because he goes, boss, they have your DNA. Because really, Sonny's hands were bloodied. Um, I'm sure they got Sonny's DNA on Cyrus, right? Sonny said, Diane can handle all of that. And I'm like, huh, what would Jason say? Jason would say, Sonny, I agree with you. Cyrus needs to be taken out, but not right now in the hospital. Too many things could go wrong. Too many people could walk in. Let's let him get out the hospital. Because, see, we still don't know where Cyrus is staying. Let's let him go home and we'll take him out there. Because Cyrus does not have a full mob workforce yet. See, we don't have Austin, we don't have Mason. There's not a lot of those guys. the smart thing to do would be to take him out away from the hospital. Don't go. Oh my goodness. I thought, well, that's a bonehead plan, you know? And Dex is thinking, oh my God. So Sonny said, now, you either in or you're not. And Dex got up and he turned because he's thinking, murder. Dex has done a lot for Sonny, but he's never killed. Well, I don't know. Has Dex killed anybody for Sonny? Dex will kill in self-defense. Like if they're being ambushed, he will kill. Right? That's that military in him. But to out and out go to kill someone, Dex has not done that. So Sonny said, yeah, you're disappointing. And Dex turned around and he goes, boss, there's a lot that can like go wrong. And Sonny said, no, I can't. And I'll protect you. And I'm like, yeah, like you protected Sean Butler, right? Even though Sean went down for shooting Hayden Barnes, but Sean also kept quiet regarding something was going on where Sean kept quiet for Sonny and took the rap for Sonny, right? Because Sonny always appreciated the fact that, Sean took the jail sentence for him. And I was like, no, Dex will go to jail and Sonny will let him go to jail. Says risky business. So then Sonny gets up and he tells Dex, he goes, Dex, look, Renault has to be dealt with. He's a danger and he's coming for my family, which Renault is. He is coming for Sonny's family. He says, he's coming for my family. He says, that means Carly, Michael, Josselyn. Oh, Josselyn ain't safe. And Dex is like, and Mrs. Corinthos? Yeah. So, yeah, her too. And so once he said Josselyn, Dex is like, okay, because he'll do anything for Josselyn, right? So he goes, when do you want it done, boss? He goes, oh, tonight. Like, 5 minutes ago, get your butt over there. Cyrus is critical. People are taking his body. I mean, this plan is no good. The plan is no good. So we have Ava. Nina goes to see Ava, right? And she, how is Sonny? And Ava goes, ooh, Sonny. Still upset. Now Nicholas is there. Nicholas came to see Ava, and those two drive me bananas. If he didn't tell her he was leaving town, Ava would have went to the back room with him and had sex with him. She would have. Nicholas, oh, she's just Nicholas, because he says he's leaving Port Charles. What? You going? Huh? Oh, Ava, stop it. She drove me crazy. But anyway, Nina says, Nina says, Nina says, well, do you know where he's at? She goes, probably in his office. Well, did Sonny say anything about me? Nina, you were the one who turned Carly into the SEC, Carly and Drew. Sonny, he's beside himself with that. And well, I could make this right. Um, Cyrus, because she goes, and how did this happen, Nina? Cyrus Renault must have told him. Now, is she going through a psychotic break? Because she walked down the stairs of the Savoy with Willow. with Sonny yelling at Michael, who turned Carly in? He didn't know. And Michael said, Nina did it. So how could she today say Cyrus Monroe must have told him? And Nina says, Cyrus? I mean, Ava says, Cyrus? How could Cyrus know? Well, on New Year's Eve, I was in the church. No, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I was in the church and I was confessing. I thought I was confessing to a priest. And Ava's thinking, confessing? Oh my goodness, don't you know Mob Boss Wife 102? You don't confess nothing. But no, you don't know, girl. You don't know. So she says, but it was Cyrus. And he heard I confessed everything. And so Ava says, oh, Nina, you know, Cyrus? She goes, yeah, so I got to get to Sonny. She goes, Nina, Cyrus is for one. Cyrus is in the hospital. She's like, why would he be in the hospital? Because Sonny beat him to a pulp. Now, mind you, Nicholas is in the other room listening to this whole conversation. Because Sonny had just told Dex, nobody knows about it. But me, you. He forgot to say Ava. He may have said Ava. I don't know if he said Ava. He said, but nobody knows about it. Yeah, now Nicholas knows about it. Nicholas absolutely does know about it. And Nicholas will happily go to Cyrus. Let me tell you something. Because remember, it was Cyrus who kept Nicholas alive, which lets me know Dex is not going to kill him. Because Nicholas is going to go to Cyrus because he knows. So anyway, she goes, okay, well, I got to do something. I got to fix this. And Ava's like, no, Nina, don't do anything. Just give Sonny some time. Just step away from the situation. No, that's my husband. And I've got to go fix this. So tell me, everybody, if you didn't even know what you don't know, do you think Nina can fix it? No, Nina can't fix it. And she's going to make it worse. 100% she's going to make it worse. So this was kind of cute. And I'm happy Diane is giving Robert what for. Robert has the nerve. They're having lunch. This was all going great, but he has the nerve to gloat and, oh yeah, he stayed up all. I guess he canceled on Diane for work. And she goes, so what kept you so busy that you had to cancel on me? And he says, ooh, Sonny Corinthos, your main client, getting ready to nail him. Oh, and it's been a long time coming. And Diane is looking. She goes, well, may I remind you, Mr. DA, that my client is innocent until proven guilty. Sonny Corinthos is not innocent of nothing. And Robert just went on and just bashing. And Diane is like, oh, So in other words, until everything is brought out in the court of law, you're deciding to lump all the past deeds that you feel he's guilty for, that he's gotten off on, every one of them. I've been his attorney, everyone. Yeah, but that don't mean he's not guilty. And look, Cyrus Renault is pressing charges. Oh, a known vicious criminal is pressing charges. Okay, Diane says, we'll see what I do to your case in a courtroom. And she looks. And he said something about, well, you gonna have a lot of free time on your hands because I'm getting ready to put your main client away. You gonna have to find something else to fill all your time. And Diane stands up. She goes, well, if I have to find someone else, and she kind of saunters over to Robert and she puts her hand under his little chin. If I have to find someone, find someone to fill my time, it sure won't be you. And she takes her purse and she walks out. And Robert is like, wait, what just happened? Robert, you didn't read the room. This is Sonny's attorney and has been his attorney. And she doesn't hate the job. And you're just bashing. That's almost like you coming to somebody. I know Sue is your best friend, but I'm bashing Sue. You know, I'm bashing Sue, your best friend. And you're supposed to sit there and take it and be happy. So no, I'm happy Diane got up and walked away on principle alone, right? So now we got Joss drama. I didn't take a picture of this because Josselyn, she was trying to be a good friend. And look, you going to med school, so she's got this whole I gotta save everybody complex, right? She tells the RA about Adam and about his parents. And Adam comes over, still a little hungover, but thanks for letting me, first let me stay here and blah blah blah. And she goes, Adam, you really are going to have to find ways to cope with your parents. And he goes, yeah, but she goes, did they say they're taking you out of PCU? I haven't talked to them since, but the last time I talked to them, they were saying it. And so she goes, well, okay, Adam, there's support and there's help for you. And then there's a knock on the door, and it's the RA. And Joss opens it up and she says, I told the RA what happened, and there's a support group and there's all kind of things. And he goes, wait, what? You did what? You ratted me? Oh, see, now he's flipping into rage. You ratted me out? And she goes, no, Adam, no. I didn't. And the RA said, no, Josselyn didn't rat you out. She was genuinely concerned. And yes, there is help. There's help that we can offer you. Counseling and, blah, blah, blah. As a matter of fact, the forms are in your student portal. And some of the resources are in your student portal. No, my parents have access to my student portal. And the RA said, that's private. And so he goes, when they found out that he faked an internship not to come home for Christmas, they made him give them access to his student portal. And the school says, well, but that's still against school. You can do what you want, but she's almost saying, change your password, right? But anyway, he goes, they're gonna see it. And they're gonna know now that, I had been drinking, and they're gonna think I'm a drunk now. And that was the first time, because he doesn't drink alcohol. He abuses, what is that? Whatever that thing to make him, speed up. I forget the name of that drug. But anyway, that's what he does. And so he goes, don't speak to me again, Josselyn. And he tells the RA, and take that information off of my student portal. And he goes storming out. And Josselyn is looking like, oh, damn, what, And I'm like, here's your cue, Josselyn, right now. Leave the young man alone. Leave him alone. You tried to help. Didn't work. And actually, the RA needs to remove the information per his wishes. Leave him alone. Let his parents take him back home. And when he shows up drunk on your door again, turn him away. Send him packing. Okay? Send him packing. So anyway, that's what happened there. And then we had Spencer goes to see Esme in the at the PCPD because today is her arraignment, and oh, Ava was bragging, telling Nicholas, Esme's arraignment is today. Thank you, right? Because she said, yeah, she broke in the Windermere, and I'm pressing charges. And he goes, do you think that's wise? She goes, yeah, I do think it's wise. And I wish I could take some popcorn in to eat it while I'm watching, right? I thought Nicholas was going to try to talk her out of it, but he didn't. Like, whatever. And then he goes, well, that he's going to leave. That's when he told her he's going to leave. But anyway, back to Spencer. He's there talking to Esme, and she's like, how's it? I've never spent the night away from. I spent the night away from him. I thought, yeah, you did. You did Christmas Eve. You left him with Spencer. Mm-hmm. Through Christmas, right? So no, yeah, you have spent the night away from him. Don't pretend. So he goes, he must be so sad and confused. His whole routine. And he goes, we were able, between my grandmother and I, we kept him occupied until it was his bedtime. Ace is fine. But no, I can't go to prison because it'll ruin his whole routines and he'll be so confused. And Spencer says, Esme, you probably won't go to prison. She goes, you gotta help me. Oh, can you bring Ace to the courthouse? So I gotta see my baby. I gotta see my baby. And he goes, yes, I'll bring Ace. Okay, okay. And then she goes, and he goes, what were you doing breaking into Windermere on Christmas Eve anyway? And she goes, I was trying to get my memories back. No, I think Laura told him, he goes, trying to get your memories back? Why would you break the law for that, Esme? He goes, you have put yourself in this position to be taken away from from Ace. He definitely told her. But I know, I was just trying to see if I could remember. And he said something, I forget what he said. And she looked at him and she said, as if you've ever had to pay for anything you've done your entire life. And he looked at her and he said, how would you know that? And she looked and she said, well, I mean, from what I've been told, the stories that I have been told about you, I mean, that's the only way I know. And he's just looking at her. And so she goes, and the bailiff or the police officer came in and said, okay, look, I need to take you back so you could get dressed for court because your attorney will be arriving and your arraignment is coming soon. So she gets up and she tells Spencer, she turns around, she goes, you are gonna bring Ace to the court so I could see him, right? And he goes, yes, I will bring him. She goes, I really, really need you on my side, Spence. I really do. Soon as she said Spence, I said, bingo, bingo. And so as she walks out, because she doesn't even realize it, because that's what she's always called him, right? And as she walked out the door, he looked and he said, Spence. And then he flashed into a memory when he was telling her way back when that he was going to go be with Trina. And she was like, that will never happen. Like she was never going to let that happen and blah, blah. You think you're going to go back to. And after he came out the flashback, he said, she lied. She got her memory back. And he's looking like, what am I going to do with that? See, come on, Spencer, let's click into Spencer's zone. Because now you know, she got her memory back. You want your your brother. You want your brother. So then, now this last picture, this is where I got Ava looking up. Nicholas, I wish you didn't have to go. I'm so glad I didn't kill you. And he has his hand on her face. Oh, Ava, I'm glad you didn't kill me too. I just want to slap him. Slap him. He is so ridiculous. And that's where he says, it's too soon for my son to see me and my mother to see me. And then we go to the scene, Spencer's at home, and the doorbell rings. He opens the door and it's Nicholas standing there. And I thought, well, so much for it is way too soon for my mother to see me and my son to see me. Because he made a beeline there. I will bet you any amount of money. He's going to tell Spencer, I want to see my son. Because now that his mother's going to jail, I'm probably going to take him. Right? But Nicholas, you still a wanted man. Mm. See, I do believe Esme doesn't have to press charges. Nicholas committed a crime. Elizabeth already confessed and told the details. Nicholas is the culprit of that crime. That is a fact, and it's on police records. The district attorney can press the charges against Nicholas, right? Let's see, because I'm sorry, GH. Nicholas don't get to skate on that. Nicholas does not get to skate on that at all. And Laura better tell his ballless behind to turn yourself in and tell the truth. Laura better tell him that. Unbelievable. Okay, so let me refresh to see if I got any more comments, because I only had 2 comments because the video, ooh, there's another comment, whole 3 comments, everybody. I was gonna say maybe I'll do a read. No, but you know what? See, what I learned from last year, I used to do just comment corners and just read comments. But then what happens is I'm doing a comment corner off of comments that people then start commenting on. It turned into a vicious cycle. So no, I won't. Everybody look, read, because I do. I sit back and I read all your interactions with each other. Go back probably tomorrow, so you all have a chance. Wait, watch the videos, give people time to see the videos. You'll see when the count comes up. You'll see when the comment count comes up. Read the comments of everybody and come. You know how you guys got great dialogue going back with each other, back and forth. The replies are phenomenal on the daily recaps, because I will be able to read some of these on Monday from today's video. So please do that, okay? So now we have comment corner. Aisha says, yes, daily recap lady. Bobby came in all black to Michael's wedding. When did Michael marry Nell? Why do I not remember that? I don't remember, Michael. I'm going to have to go to YouTube now and go back and watch, search Michael's marriage to Nell, because I blocked that out of my mind. Carly broke out of Ferncliff and crashed the ceremony. Oh, remember Michael and Chase were running a sting on Nell, trying to record her confessing to setting up Carly, and killing her fiance, Zach. I do remember that. I love watching Maxie, Felicia, and Lucas realizing who Angela really was, when it was meant, even though it meant changing the timeline in Lucas's case. My initial recollection is that BJ and Lucas runs as Jones' offspring did not overlap, or at least he was way too young to have memories of BJ. I know, I was thinking that too. I was thinking, well, but you know what? I don't know. Because look at Maxie's age. And look at Lucas's age. They are not that far apart. Hmm. I don't know. I really don't know. DL says, beautiful tribute. Great job. The writers did offer the characters, did for the character, and tying it in all together with Bobby's loved ones. Yeah, that was good. Once the reporter called Lucas, thanks champ. So it was champ. I'm like, was it slugger? Was it? It was champ. Thanks champ. Wow. All of a sudden, onions began be, being cut. Onions were being cut. Oh, that's funny. You were crying. Um, Tying Bobby's death to one of the most heartbreaking yet beautiful stories ever told on soap, BJ's Heart. Bravo, GH. Um, Only fitting that Kelly's becomes Bobby's. Perfect ending, yes. And then Cindy says, Elizabeth wasn't being presumptuous. There was a really quick scene, and I must have missed that scene, where Carly called her with an idea. They just didn't let us hear the conversation. Oh, okay. That would make sense. That would make sense. If Carly said, Elizabeth, you're going to redo the sign. I want you to change the name to Bobby's. Okay, that makes sense. All right, everybody, that's the 3 comments. I'm so sorry that that video was unlisted, but now it's starting to get traction and starting to get views. Let me see. When I started this recap, it was at 30, I think 35 views. And right now, let me refresh. Right now, the videos are already up to 72 views. All right, everybody. So people starting to see it, people starting to watch it, and they're going to see this one come live too. I'll be back on Monday with another edition of General Hospital Daily Recaps.